what is secure party? To be a secure party / creditor, all you're doing is it's an asset protection strategy. First and foremost, you've been signing documents all your life, your mother, starting with your parents, when they got your birth certificate, giving blank signatures without a qualified signature on document, allowing government and government agencies to utilize that signature to pledge interest in your labor, your future labor, for the acquirement of debt from the central bank. Every human being is worth about $600,000, $650,000, and supposedly where that number came from is the fact that they are able to determine what every human being at a minimum is worth. And this is why you have a minimum wage. Notice you don't have a maximum wage. And they can take that and calculate that for the approximate time that you live or your working life, and come up with a number and then go and borrow it, make a bond out of it, and then go borrow against your name. Makes plenty of sense to me. Every human being that is born in this country has a minimum value. All right. So the question you need to be asking first and foremost is, how are you responsible for the national debt? Is it the national debt, the debt that's owed by the United States? Not the United States of America. The United States is in that 10-mile square in Washington, D.C. It's a federal debt. They call it the federal debt. And they have what are called federal citizens that are being utilized as sureties for the national debt. So how did you become a federal citizen, or better yet, a U.S. citizen? Because that's what's guaranteeing the national debt. Well, in my opinion, a lot of people say the birth certificate. I don't think it's the birth certificate. I think it's the Social Security card. When you're at the hospital, there's two things that they try to get you. They'll put you in jail, or try to, if you try to leave the hospital without a birth certificate, but they can't do anything about the Social Security number. And the Social Security is, voluntary. It's voluntary for you to have Social Security, a Social Security number. And Social Security number is evidence that you are some sort of beneficiary, or you're in some sort of need, or you need to be taken care of by the government. It's a number so the government can take care of you. So it's this idea that the government needs to take care of you, which is the reason you have this presumption that in some kind of way you are some sort of surety for the national debt. They said they made a deal with you. It's called the New Deal. Come work for us and we'll take care of you. Come be our guarantors for the national debt and we'll take care of you. And when you go back and study what happened prior to 1933, from 1913 to 1933, 1913 is when Woodrow Wilson signed into law the Federal Reserve Act. 20 years later, they bankrupt the country and then took everybody's gold away. And now you have fiat currency, and obviously they can, issue as much currency as they want to under this new system. And it's essentially monopoly money. It's not currency that's not backed by anything.